Alrighty. I forgot to do that. Let me do that now. All right, that should be a little bit better. Alrighty. Just waiting on my tablet to catch up. For those of you who are very familiar, you know about this routine. Alright, it's still trying to kick on here. I believe it'll get there. There we go. All right. Well, I'm starting off with an 11 by 15 inch paper, and I got a little bit of glycerin on it. It's starting to dry up a bit. I might have to coat it again, but we'll see how it acts. All right. Okay, we'll take a 1 inch flat. I'm gonna mix a little bit of, now I don't have the bottom palette on, camera on, so I got sienna, sap green, phthalo blue, cad red, cad yellow, and some titanium white. All right, okay dokie. And well, let's get a little bit of this going. I'm just gonna make my own orange. I get a little bit of red, get a lot of yellow, a little more yellow. There we go. And just a slight touch of white in there. And we'll see how this measures up. All right, we're just gonna kind of paste it in there like this. Put it right in there. I'm gonna probably get this a little brighter. I'll fade it downward. It's okay. Just like that. Yeah, I can do to get that a little brighter. Just brighten that orange up a little bit. Like that. Let's bring that out. Just step up that orange just a tad. Do a lot of back and forth there. Spread that out a little bit. Hey, Sonia. We're going to do a little bit of cloud play and mess around with some pines. A large grouping of pine trees today. We'll just fade out this orange. And we'll fade this blue out real thin up here. Yeah, it's just me taking a 1 inch brush, just going really thin up there. That should be okay. That looks about right. That looks about right. Hey, Madonna. Yeah, I guess I got one of those type of faces. Okay. Let's play around with a little bit of play around with a little touch of let's play around a little touch of phthalo blue, and I only got it on the corner. This blue is a very strong color. Okay, and I'll just put it on up here. especially on the top. I'll concentrate on the tippy top here for a little bit, just the corner of the brush. All right, blue's it's phthalo blue. It stains. All right, so it's quite potent. Put it to you that way. All right, I need it pretty solid up top. And I'm using the 1-inch brush. Gives me a little more control of where I want to place things. Okay. And it you know, I judge how dark I really want it, how much white I want showing through the paper, really. As I come down, really light as I come down. I'll probably use a softer brush to do what I'm doing here. But I'll just guide it downward into the orange, real light. Just be kind of careful about blending in between those. I'm gonna go a little darker with the blue on the corners. Just like that. I'll keep it a little darker. Now, while the paint has the glycerin on it, it's still semi-tacky. I can still move this stuff around. So, come on, around here. All right. I'll only go so far with the 1-inch flat brush. The rest I'll just kind of blend it with the soft sponge, the soft bristled brush, and I'll just kind of press a little bit and do it in circles because I want kind of a nice slick blend of the colors here. Just a little bit of press. You can still manipulate, as you can see. Maybe I can still manipulate those colors around, not get rid of the intensity of the dark. All right, I got a towel on my lap, so I just wipe a big beach towel. So it's dedicated to this paint. Trust me, I don't, you know, nobody will be washing their face with this towel anytime soon, ever. Hey, Madonna, son Shane. Hey, Shane, Travel Dreamer. Hello, how are you? So I'm gonna try to gear a lot of my stuff to under an hour or a little over an hour. I won't try to bore you guys half to death. All right. Okay. Basically the framework of what I'm looking for, more or less. Okay. I don't have the blend too perfect here because of the idea I have in mind for a set of clouds. All right. But I will tell you that my preference for doing these type of clouds is a filbert. Okay. Now, like I say, while the paint's a little tacky, I can maybe get away with this. I don't have the bottom screen going, you know, the palette down there. Okay. All right. Let's get a little bit of phthalo blue. I'm gonna get a little bit of red. Mix the phthalo blue and the red together, which gives me this deep purple. All right. Okay. And well, here we go. I want to start maybe up here. The clouds will be kind of more deliberate in their building, like that. Now kind of have it go around like this, bring it down a little bit, have it come around, maybe up like that, and kind of fade it out there. All right, I'll rinse off my brush. And this trail, just a dry brush, I'm gonna just pat pat this color downward and just fade it. I'm gonna kind of move it around, scumble it, bring it down a little bit. It'll get lighter. This is very deliberate. I'm doing this on purpose. There's a certain look that I want that I'm gonna try to achieve here. Let's bring these guys downward a little bit. just trail it just like that. I clear my throat a lot because of postnasal drip. It kind of attacks and bothers the brother from time to time. Now down here, I'm gonna try to fade that out, make it nice and smooth here. I'm just taking a dry brush and I'm just kind of rubbing it out of there. Yeah, I'll probably kind of spread it out flat. Okay. Let's do another one of that mix. There's a method to my little madness. Trust me. We'll do another one right in here. I like my little billow tops on purpose. And we'll kind of bring them out this way a little bit. We'll kind of mist him out there. But once again, I'll just drag it out. I'll do this while the paint is wet and the glycerin still on the paper there. Okay. I might want to drag that out a little bit more like this. Fade it into the orange. Hey, Kelly, Shane, how are you? Deep purple with a great band. We'll flatten that out a little bit. Okay, much like that. Now watch what I'll do. If I got enough of it. I hope I do. We're about to find out right now. We're gonna come in here and we're gonna get another cloud just like that. Come on in there, like this. Come on out. See that darkness there? That's what I'm trying to really get at, is that darkness there. Drag some of that down. This is a lot of dry brush. So it's just me really just manipulating the paint. Fade it down below. Trail this guy out too. So what I'm actually getting at is the dark clouds, which got a little bit of orange underneath. That's what I'm playing with here. All right, I'm just gonna mix me some more colors, more blue and red. Makes a deep maroon, a little bit more red. Even though you guys don't see the palette, I'll just explain what I'm doing. I'll talk it through here. Let's put a nice dark one right in between in here like this. Nice wide fella. Still in his little roundy type of stage. Put a nice one right in there like that. And we'll spread him out. Let's get some more of that paint. This is no glycerin on this paint. And nice dark one right here. Really accentuate the dark. Come up around here, come down, and we'll kind of spread him this way. I want him to be a little darker. We'll spread that dark down there. Now, colors also portray a mood. And so you choose your colors wisely. And once again, more like a dry brush, I'll just spread it out there. Get it really misty down there. Darken this up a little bit. I'll borrow some paint from the other spot. I'm just going straight left and right. See that? just like so. And you see the colors in between there. Okay. All right. Now, just because you see me do clouds like this, right, don't mean you're gonna see all the clouds. Okay. I'm going to do a wall of trees. All right. So the wall of trees will replace usually a mountain I would put in here. Now I'm also got to consider at the height of the clouds and the spacing of the paper that I have. All right. Okay. Let's get a nice chunk. I'm gonna just do a solid color right now. We're just gonna block in a great big chunk of pine trees here. All right. But the way I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna just block in the solid color, and then we'll go with the other details. I know I'm gonna need a little bit more yellow, so hold on for 1 second. I tend not to waste a lot of paint, even though I got a wet palette here. I didn't use all the paint, I got plenty of it, so I try not to use it. So I'll utilize as best I can. I'll utilize what's here and make a painting of it. Okay, let's gather some more dark here. I'm going back into my maroon, so I'm just getting some more cad red, little phthalo. But I'm going to add some other colors in here. Get some more phthalo blue here. Now I'm going to go into my green, my sap green. Pop the sap green in there. If it's too green, I mean, it won't matter. I need a different color of dark anyway. Okay, this is a 1-inch brush, flat brush. I'll just mix sap green, phthalo blue, and cad red together. All right. Okay. Just a massive block of trees. Oh. We'll start the block of trees here. Come down, and we're coming back up a little higher, like up here, and then probably up there like that, and just block all of that in. Block it all in. Doesn't make any sense yet, I know. It will in a second. This approach might be a little different, but this is just a massive wall of pine trees. So right now you can't really dissimulate the purple from this dark greenish batch yet, but you will. You will. Block it right in there. And right now, because of the way I'm painting it, there's no real sense of scale as of yet until you see the size of the pine trees. A little more green, a little more phthalo blue, a little more red. I need some more sap green here. So it's actually better for me to run out of paint than to have too much paint. There we go. Throw some sap green in there. Now this is just me blocking in the massive colors here. The glisten's just about dry off the paper, which is fine right now. Now I can, and I probably will, I'll do something maybe around in, let's see something here, hold on. We'll see how that looks. If I don't like it, I'll make it disappear. So we'll see for right now. We'll see. But just like that, just a massive block of pines right now. trying to see if I would want that or not. We'll see. We'll see. Even at this stage, I can change it to whatever that I want. Hello, Johnny. How are you? I'm more of a late afternoon person. I used to be in the mornings, but I decided with Bruce a long time ago. Because I used to take Bruce's spot. I had his spot for a while, but I decided that time might be best for him, so I went to the afternoons. But this is like a few years back. All right, we'll keep it somewhat like that. Okay, let us show you pretty much where the trees will be. I don't necessarily need this brush anymore. I'm gonna take a rigger brush, dip into some water. So for details, I usually just take the rigger brush or anything like that. I just dip water. I won't use glycerin because glycerin's a little quote unquote oily or slash greasy for the details. So I won't use those. But right in here, you guys can see right in here, we'll put some tops in there like that. Some will be taller, some will be shorter. I'll have that one come up a little ways like that, and it will pop some in. Now you're not gonna see the ones that are obviously that dark in the clouds there, but it's all right. I'm gonna put some in here. Just need more water, believe it or not, because this paint's fairly thick. You got to get it at an inky consistency, but not too runny. Like that. And we'll put some way up here. Like that. Way up there too. Like I say, you won't see a lot of these because they're kind of dark. But for the fellas that are sticking up there, we'll go a little detailed. You'll see why. Something like that. Okay. All right. Let's just take what we got here with the rigger brush, and we'll just kind of put in some semblance of some pines in there like this. And we'll just keep doing it left and right. It just look like some tall pines sticking out there. See that? All right. I'll pull my brush a little further back because the paint's still wet in the spots, and just little left and right bits here and there. Even though I got some of these pretty close together, it's okay. Just little tiny things to give the impression of the pines, some tall pine trees in the midst of all of this greenage here. And this stuff sells the image of hundreds and hundreds of pine trees, or thousands. So you're really giving the impression of a slew of these guys. Okay. We're at 11:30 here. Yeah. So I'm actually painting dark with dark. With my rigger brush, I take it and I roll it around in the loose paint. After each application, It's just the type of painting you just, and the size of the brush, you just need more paint. Once again, these are just impressions of faraway trees. Put them right in there, right to the bottom. Paint it kind of loosely. Hey vegan, how are you? Sonia, you can't, oh no you can't. Hold on, Sonia. Hold on, Sonia. Let me help you out there. What did I just do to myself? I gotta look at my own ad. What's wrong with you people? Now it says no signal. Oh, there we are. Maybe I have to. I haven't done this. Hey, Gina, how are you? Oh, great. Top chat replay. What are you talking about? In the clearing? No, I got people here. What's going on here? Why does it say top chat replay? Hold on. I don't want to go through all of this, but I'm going to have to. Let's get you out of there. Something just happened. That's what I get for touching buttons. Hold on for a second. I might have to go to my other computer or my phone. I think I pulled a Vermont. Let's see here. Up there we are. Okay. Let's see what I can do here. Here we go. Okay, RV, you just been promoted. You can drop your link in there. Okay. So let's draw a massive block of pine trees here. Okay. This is with this block here. Even though they're dark, the base is dark. We're gonna highlight and be real cute with it, but we're gonna do it in a way to where it looks like there's thousands of these guys. Okay. Note travel. The buttons I push are very deliberate. Okay. It's just I don't have very many moderators, so it takes me a while to go through that process. You know, YouTube changes the way it does things every 6 weeks, it looks like. So no, when I push buttons, no, they work 99.9% of the time. No guesswork. So RV, you're a moderator, so you can slap a link in there for your upcoming 1K party. Okay. Alrighty, let's get to this batch. I'll take a smaller fan. I know I have one that's not as rough. This is a hog's hair fan brush. This is actually an oil painting brush. It's pretty sturdy stuff. Hog hair brush is pretty stiff. All right. Okie dokie then. Let's give the illusion. Let's give the illusion of just a slew of trees in here. Okay, I got this dark mix, and I'm gonna add a little bit of sap in it. Sap is obviously lighter. I'm just mixing it in there just a little bit. I'll probably keep this color. I like the. We'll keep it dark. We'll add slight highlights as we go on. But we want to really give the impression of a lot of trees in there, but still some kind of uniformity to a big batch of pine trees. Okay, so we're just going to use the fan brush. We'll use the corner of the fan brush, and we'll just kind of, I should use a smaller brush, but I'm not going to. But I'm just going to put little batches of green in here, but I'm gonna kind of mix them. All right, now what's going to happen is the trick is in the highlights. Once I put these batches of green pockets in here, but you have to do them in a certain way, like you just do it, like you're doing individual pines, but they go straight down. But you'll see, you'll understand it. You'll get the uniformity in the highlight. Right now I'm just putting that lighter green. As you can see, all the light green in there. And if I have to, I will put the tree trunks in there. A few thin ones. But there'll be a bunch of them. Just to give the illusion of hundreds of, you're looking at hundreds of pine trees. Okay. Getting some more of that paint. Now this is the sap green that's mixed in with that dark color, the background color. And I'm using the side of the brush. And you'll see what it looks like once I put the highlights on there. And when I say highlights, you know, it won't look like snow. It'll be a lighter color of the color we're using. I try not to get my colors to be really blatant and garish looking. I don't need them to be really loud. Won't be necessary. Now, even though most of the details and stuff will be in this mid-ground, obviously this could be a bigger tree. I'm gonna probably put a deciduous tree in there. When I say deciduous, elm bark, birch tree, something will be here big in the foreground to set all of this, what I'm doing right now, in the back a little bit more. All right. But now we got sporadic green spots in there. All right. Sometimes my chat does not keep up. All right, so I have to take it out and bring it back in just to make sure people are responding, or I can see if people are responding or not. I'm going into a little more sap green here. I'm gonna put a little bit of grass or whatnot in there. And the same brush, I'm just gonna tap in some. You're not gonna see it too well, but we'll tap in a little bit of tall grass in there. You're gonna hear my notifications go off from time to time. I turned it down, but I won't turn them off. And this is just giving me a little something to look at, gauge for right now. Okay. Pretty much using the same colors. I'm gonna go with a little bit of yellow. Now yellow is semi-transparent, so I'm gonna have to beef that yellow with a little bit of titanium white so it can at least be seen. Once again, I don't want it really too garish looking. You got a few ways to accomplish what I'm about to do. Okay, now because they're a little further away or whatnot, I can take the brush and on top of that green. Now I can do this method. I'll do it here in the corner. I'll just kind of, you can kind of make little lines like that to emulate the trees. Okay, it all depends on you. Or just let's take a time. We'll kind of, actually, let me thin this paint out. A thinner paint sticks to a thicker paint. And basically all I need really is just a few light touches here and there. It's mixing in with that dark green. I'm gonna do interesting little vertical patches. Okay, I'll turn my brush around here. Keep them pretty long. And just use the corner. Keep them in a kind of a pine type of shape. So it's like I'm painting one half of the pine trees. Interesting little groupings of them. Now it just looks like big mess, but it's not. This is where you can put when you put your tree trunks in. You'll see in a second how all of this blotch of paint will make sense for you. Keep them sporadic here and there. And as you can see, you don't necessarily have to go from the top down. Go from the bottom up. Whatever floats your boat, really. Getting some more. And you don't have to press too hard. You can kind of feel when the paint leaves the brush. Interesting groupings of them. And I know where the tops are for this. I can get some lighter tops of trees in there also. Once again, this is just giving the impression of thousands of trees, and you'll see in a minute. Corner of the brush still. A few more here on the bottom, very bottom, just a couple. Okay, let's let that tack up a bit, shall we? So let's do something with that. I'll keep my brush close by. I'll take I'll take the 1-inch brush. It doesn't matter at this point. All right. Let's once again go into a little bit of glycerin and put it here in the area here. That's it. Just put it right in there. Now, glycerin, besides fading and being a good medium for extending the drying time of acrylic paint, excellent blender also. Okay. All right. Let's get a little bit of yellow. Smallest amount of red in that yellow, small amount. Get some titanium white. Bring some of that orange back. All right. Something like that. I don't think I have very much purple left, so let's make some more. A little bit of blue, a little bit of red. That should work. I'll add a tad more red in there. And we'll come up from the bottom. Get nice and dark in there. Right up from the bottom there. Something like that. All right. Take a real soft brush. We just kind of whisk it that way. Something like that. All right. Okay. As I'm doing this, let's get a 1/2-inch brush. Let's go into that dark medium there, that purple, maroon, or whatever we got it called here, and we'll just get some darkness up around in this area. Need some more. Ran out, so a little bit more blue, a little bit more red. Mix it in there real quick. I'll just need a dark base. Doesn't matter if it's a little more red or a little more blue, so it's still going to be dark here. Right up in here. Just some dark stuff right up in here. So put it right in there. Right along its bank. Okay. And keep it as horizontal as you can. You can have your curves and whatnot in there, but just keep whatever bends you got, keep it horizontal. Okay. I'll show an example. I'll come here, make it horizontal. See, make it straight across. Then, you can keep your curves, but just make it kind of horizontal there. Okay. Same thing here. I'll just put some dark right there. Make it a little more horizontal. All right. I think we're good. All up in there. We're all right. All right. Something like that. If you want, you can kind of use the front end of the brush, fluff in some dark stuff in there like this, but keep it in the upper right position, like so. It's just giving you shadows of those pine trees in there. So it's just giving you the illusion of you got some tall guys hanging around out here, just like that. You kind of put them in there like this. Look at this. See the illusion starting to come out here? See this? Look at that. It's not as difficult as you think. It's more like you're selling an optical illusion. You guys are the magicians. See that? See them horizontal spaces? See what your eye does for you? You didn't think that would happen, huh? Little slick tips and tricks. Look. Just put them in there. Look at that. You bet you didn't think that'd happen. See how easy that is? I'll get a little bit of water. Go into my dark color. It just thins the paint. Okay. You put it in as many as you want. Just like that. See this? Look. Different sizes. Put them in there. Come on down here. See this? Look at that. See that? Different thicknesses. Come up here up top. Put a couple of little guys back up here. Notice that? Okay. Now you got a sense of scale. Did you notice some of these branches there? Okay. All right. I can get away really with this I can get away with using this flat brush for doing the next step, but I just enjoy using the palette knife. So it's just me being pampered and spoiled. I can remove some of this dark, I can remove some of this orange, I can remove some of this green. I don't really need it. If I need any more, I'll just mix some more. So I don't really need all of this. I can just wipe it off and put it. Okay, let's get a tiny touch of black or white. Get a little scrape across. And we'll just kind of, sometimes it just needs a little touch like that. Keep it horizontal. Just like this, keep it horizontal. Bring it around there like that. Come here. Just like that, keep it. And I'm pressing pretty good with the palette knife. Pretty firm press. So it looks, whoops, it looks like water ripples. Even when I do a mistake like that, it's okay. Getting some more white. Bring it right across. Up around here. Give it a firm press. Give it a couple of wiggles there. Just like that. Just make it look like water ripples going around, going across there. Just like that, real quick. All right. I just enjoy doing it with the palette knife, really. Okay. All right. Now, technically, I don't have to add lighter trunks in here. I can, because especially near the top here, I'll show you a quick example. I'll use the palette knife, because the palette knife will more or less kind of break it up a little bit. I'll use a little bit of white, a small amount of white. I'll try to go into some of this green blue mix, see if I can contaminate this white with that mix. Yep, I just did. Very good. So this is essentially just titanium white mixed in with that titanium green and blue. I'll just take a thin line of it and I'll put it right here. And near the top, just kind of put some thin lines in there, like that. Looks like the little bit of sunlight's catching some of those guys in there. And right now I'm just pressing it in there, just press. Okay. They look a little staggered or whatnot, but look at the illusion. See, it looks like the sunlight's hitting in a certain batch, certain area. You just put them in there. You can tell when you're running kind of low, kind of thin. Okay, so it's a judgment call of how you want to do it. I'll put a few of them up in here a little bit, stagger them in their sizes. Get them kind of close, have them butt into each other. Okay, come on down in here. Up to you, like so. I kind of want it more on the right-hand side. I kind of want them in here a little bit more. Like that. But you can kind of see what's going on with them. Put a couple of them up here. Okay. See that? You don't have to kill yourself. Okay, it's just using what little tricks and tips, you know, artists like me kind of provide you to make life a little bit easier for you when you do things like this. All right. Okay. Like I said, I just wanted to do that because I like using the palette knife, you know, sue me. Okay. Essentially, we're done with all of that. But it does look like a big batch of pine trees. There's all these dark images here that got the pine shape, help sell that. You got some of the sun hitting some of this stuff up here. All right. Okay. Now, for the foreground grass, you can make them all kind of like weeds. You can make it all fine grass. It's kind of up to you how you want to do that. All right. I think I want a big batch of long stroke type of deals. So I'll take this guy, this fan brush, hog's hair. Okay. I'm just using a little sap green, small touch of white in the sap green, lighten it up a little bit. Oh, a little hint of yellow, pop that yellow in there. Now yellow, once again, is semi-transparent. You can see it, the yellowing of the green. I'm gonna get a touch of water, no glycerin, just water, thin the paint. And once again, it's a light touch, because you want to make a large batch of this of the green grass here. Okay, if you're a little shy doing it, you can go out. Now I got thick tape here. All right, and you can do a little tester, make sure you get you got it right. And you just come up here. Now you can start from the top, like here. You can start from the top. Okay, all right, you can start from the top and go towards the bottom, up to you. A little more water. I want to do it really with a light touch, so it's kind of like a lot of water and a very light touch. And my brush is a stiff brush, so I can kind of curve them and do whatever. But basically what you're looking at me doing is pretty much what I want, because I'm going to be going either further up or further down. But right now, just with the same color. As I do this, I can just keep going upward. You don't want to try to cover up all of your dark. Don't do that. But basically what you see me doing here, I'm mix matching the different heights. I'm pressing harder and softer. Doesn't matter at this point, because you can do more fine tuning with this as you go on. All right. I'm usually utilizing the very tip of the brush. Come on up in here, put some of that in there like this. Now, don't think I'm just going to use this light green color. No, 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 no. I'm just laying the groundwork for this stuff. If you see it looking a little too mechanical looking, go in between spots, deepen them, soften them. Okay, just like so. All right, Perlini, how are you? Did they straighten out, Perlini? Let me know. Let me know if they straightened out or anything. Okay. Okay. Since I still feel like messing with this, what I'm about to do, I should do later on in the process, but I just got the mindset to do it now. I'm going to take a script liner brush, that fella, dip in water. I'm going into my light green mix, but I'm going to add some phthalo blue in that light green mix, which makes it a deeper green. Very watery mix though. Maybe a little more phthalo blue. Now as I add more paint, I need to add water. It needs to be a very inky consistency, this stuff. This should work somewhat. I'm gonna go right here down below here, and we'll just add some darker green in there, just like that. It may need to be even darker. If I gotta get it even darker, I'm gonna add a little touch of red. Red is the opposite of green. Okay, it just makes it deeper, and you'll start to see the difference there. Yeah, here we go. And we just use a massive load of. I need some more water. Gotta get it very inky, because once again I'm using thick acrylic paint. And just pop those tall grasses in there, which gives it a sense of depth and all of that. This process should have been last, but I'm thinking about it now and I want to do it now. So That's why I'm doing it. I think I'm gonna put a birch tree in here. I don't think I want a regular deciduous tree. I'll put a birch in there because I don't do too many birch trees. I'm just getting more water adding to the paint. Post-nasal drip sucks. I'm rolling my brush around also. Yep, I would call him to give the what for. I was really hurt by that because I've never had instances where people would fold them. Never. So I've never needed to protect them with anything, because, and especially when I think it had a do not bend writing on it also. So I don't know where they got that post guy from, but he needs to be doing only postage for like the dog kennel or something. He doesn't need to do other mail, for sure. Now, if you would like, I'm gonna add a little titanium white to this green mix. I'll pick another spot. I got paint on my brush. Now this is up to you. Your choice. You don't have to do this. But I'll add some little weeds out here. See, little in patches. I'll do it here and there. There, just like that. Just little things here and there. I will pop a couple in here. Going in different directions, different sizes. I don't want to put too many up there, but we'll patch it here and there. It sets well against the dark. Pop some up here. Just like so. All right. Wow. Well, you know, changes. Sometimes they think it's for the better, but you know, we could put some of that light stuff in the foreground grass. Not too many of them. Just where you think the glow will hit them. Okay. So if you want to slap a few in there, yeah, just pop in a few like that. Come over here. Pop some over here, some taller ones might, they might get away with it. Just a few, just like that. Okay. Only a couple. And throw in one or two over here. All right, but mainly on this side here, you pop in a couple like that. All right. And if you want, make a couple of them cattails. Just give it a little press there like that. Press here. See? Something like that. Which actually brings these guys out front even more. So those few pushes all that green back a little bit because they're in the foreground. You got me? All right. Simple composition things. All right. Okay, I think a birch tree would look nice here. What do you think? I think so. Yeah, that's the old school post guys. They do it because, they had consideration. All right, as I'm talking to you, I'm debating left or right side. As I'm debating, let's mix up some color. Once again, I think I'll go with my titanium white. A little touch of blue with that titanium white. And a little tinge of red in that titanium white and blue. And we need more titanium white in there. I just want to tint the white, basically. I might put a little green just to gray it out a little bit. And a little bit of sienna. I really don't want to add glycerin. I'll just use a little bit of water. I'm still debating whether on the right or the left side. Yeah, he was being lazy, all right. Being lazy wrecked bend the paintings. I don't like that. All right. What side, guys? Left or right? This is my left. This is my right. So it might be flipped for you guys, but I don't think so. I think this is left and right for you guys too, because I don't have it mirrored. Now putting the birch tree in there, okay. Once again, we'll push everything back. All right. So if I put the birch tree obviously on the right hand side, it has to be the largest thing here. If I put the birch tree on the left hand side here, if I put the birch tree on the right hand side, it'd be in these bushes somewhere. Still be large, but it will push this back, but not necessarily the foreground. Actually, it brings the foreground up. All right. That's my left. I heard two lefts. Lefts it is. All right. Okay. Left it will be. I'll give him a little curve there. Let's press him down a little bit more. Left it is, no problem. I'm just digging into a little bit of white, a little bit of green, a little bit of red. The smallest touch of phthalo. It's just to tint the white. I think I'm gonna use water. I'm not gonna use glycerin. Why am I using water? Reason why I'm using water is because it'll keep the paint opaque, basically. It'll dry faster. But that's why I'm using water instead of glycerin. Remember, glycerin will make your paint transparent. So what may be white is actually a very blue-gray. There's a reason for that. For painting anything white. And a sad thing I tend to do is make too less of that color, but that's okay. It's okay. It's all right. I'd rather make a little less than a little too much. Once again, I'm adding brown, a little touch of blue. I've already added the green. All right. Little touch of water in this. This is a small touch of water. Once again, it makes the paint opaque. So I don't have to keep covering it a billion times just to make it, have nothing see-through. Now this paper, this is double layered double layered watercolor paper, meaning that I just took two pieces and glued them together. And you have on this particular paper, you have a thin side, or a flat side, and you got a textured side. So you got a plain side and a textured, non-textured. And I'm using the textured side, which is why you see some of the gaps in there, which is fine, you know, it's no big deal. Okay, anyway, I blocked it in. All right, just like so. I blocked it in. It's all good. Okay. Now for the shading, because the orange glow is obviously on this side of the paper, so the glow will be on that side. It'll be a little darker on this side of the paper. No big deal. I'll just use a little bit of phthalo, and I think I'm gonna brown it out a little bit. And I'm just going back and forth. Now I will use the glycerin. And why am I using glycerin? It makes the paint transparent, and I can move it around. It keeps it loose so I can fade. All right, this is the easy part. This is the shadow side of the tree. Go straight down, go straight down, go straight down. It's all right. Go straight down. Keep it going. Get you some more white back and forth. Like I say, this has got glycerin in it, so I can remove stuff, add stuff, take away, whatever, and then I can just lighten it. Now that needs to be darker for me. A little more blue, a little more brown. Now the blue brown kind of grays it out a little bit. Okay, so a little bit more, and I'll press pretty firmly, just like that. I'm moving my whole arm when I do this. Okay. Believe it or not, it needs to be darker than that. It's a gradual process, so I'm going to add a little blue and red. It's a little maroon here, which will make it kind of just deeper. That color, just deeper. And here we go. Let's slap it right in there. Put it right in there. I'm pressing pretty good. Using the other side of the brush, press pretty good. I'll lighten it toward its edge. There, blend that out, just like that. Okay, I'm going to keep working it till I get the darkness I want. But it's getting pretty close. Just keep at it. It's all in layers, okay? Using the same half-inch brush. Where's Evie? Hello, Evie. I'm sorry if I didn't see you. I don't see her. I don't see who you are. Keep adding that dark until you get the darkness you want. It's getting there for me. And once again, I'll just lightly, right where the edge is, I'll just kind of fade it out like that. Now, what I did for the light side, we'll do for the, or for the dark side, we'll do for the light side here. Titanium white, pure titanium white now. Just a touch of glycerin, just to thin the paint out a little bit. Makes it easier to blend. Okay, pure titanium white. Now you'll see the difference between pure white and what you see here that passes as white. All right, ready? Now that's titanium white. Now you see the difference. See that? That's titanium white. All right, I'll just wipe my brush off on my towel here. And then I'll just kind of, we'll just do the little fade thing. Look at that. See, just fade it. Moving my whole arm up and down, just kind of gently fade this. Just like so. All right, all right. I'm going to take pure, I'll get some very dark mix of maroon and or making a dark mix of maroon. A little bit of glycerin. Get it dark as you feel you need it to be. All right, we'll kind of stop messing with it now. Okay, let's get some branches in there. The branches will be pretty much as dark as I can get them. All right, and birch branches are kind of wavy and kind of thin, kind of cool looking. I'm just gathering some more blue and blue and red. All right, and we'll just kind of put them in there on the side like this. Go pretty thick, and we'll just get a nice little kind of a wave thing going like that, and go on straight up. We get a little more water. It's the texture making it kind of break apart. It's okay, just like that. I'll make it a little thicker towards the bottom there, like that. All right, you guys can do this. This is definitely achievable. A little more water. You guys can do this. This can be done. Oh, let's put a dark one going right here, a little thick. There, it's like that. All right. You don't have to have too many of them, but you know. Obviously, since it's dark there in this area, they're really kind of flowing branches, you know. I'll get a little touch of white, just a little touch. Water it down a little bit. Maybe a little more white there. I did not clean off my brush, so you can see a little bit of these guys here. Something like so. All right. Hey, what's going on, Bruce? Okay. Let's get to painting some birch patterns. Okay. You can do these a variety of ways. I'll use this tiny flat brush. And we'll use the same maroon color, because if it's more, the maroon color is concentrated, it will pass as black. because our eyes sometimes don't know any better. Because your eyes are really comparing this color to everything that's surrounding it. What you think is black is actually purple, but it looks black. All right. Okay. Many different ways to do birch patterns. Up to you on how you do them. Whatever floats your boat, really. Sometimes you can get, you can do one of these patterns. It gets kind of darker here, like that. Okay, or it kind of gives a little curve, wrap around like this. If you want to do it that way, up to you. Sometimes the patches go downward and wide like this. And I'm just tapping. I'm not really stroking or whatever. But look, I'm just painting a variety of the patterns or whatever. You got some patterns that kind of look lineish like this. So this birch tree is confused because I'm just giving you guys all different options. All right. It's one of these free range pine tree, birch trees. It's looking all sorts of ways. And give a nice little roundness to it also. Okay. Up to you how you want to do it. Sometimes they go horizontal like this. It kind of goes along with the curve. So this is really up to you. Let's get a little pinch of water, loosen up this paint. All right. But as you see, it looks black. It's not black. It's just maroon. But compared to what's going on with everything else, it looks black, and it's not. Little touches, see? Those cute little touches. So it's all on how you want to envision your tree. I'm putting a lot of the darkness on the dark half of the tree on purpose. I'm gonna sell that. It's being the dark half. All right. Just like so. It depends on how detailed you want it to. You can add a whole bunch of them. Really, your choice. Just like so. Cow trees. Ha! I like that. Out of the mouths of babes. Cow trees. Interesting. Cow trees. I like that. Believe it or not, guys, this is it. I will remove the paint. I will take my head out of the picture here. Interesting. All right, let's do it that way. I don't usually sign my name on the right hand side, so I guess I'll put my name in a tree. Nice little wood carving right there of my signature. Why not? There we go. I think I got it dark enough. All right. So hopefully this wasn't too painful for you guys. Okay. I think we can get rid of this. There we go. You guys should still be able to hear me. Thank you, Madonna. Let's get up from here for 1 minute. Let's put this right here. I don't need that. Excuse me, guys. I have to I'll touch this, make it in focus, I have to actually turn myself around to see where I'm at here. I did change the the settings, the situation. I changed the my room around. I think that should be cool enough for you guys to see this frames. So let's see what it looks like. Even though I have to do a little more getting up, this is actually better for me. For some reason, this brand of sticky tape seems to take the glycerin a lot better. It blocks it off a lot better. Maybe it's just me, but I'm thinking the black frame for this. Who knows? Okay. I'm laughing at your comment, Keely. All right, let's see what we got here, guys. Wow, I got plenty of paint here. I don't want to waste. Okay, let's try for a black frame. The black frame's originally 11 by 15. So this is what it looks like in the black frame. I think it looks pretty cool in a black frame. It's not bad. But as you can see, the large tree pushes everything back. The cattails pushes the little green field back. Right, but both of them push the woods, the forest back further. Okay. All right. That is that one. Let's put the frames down here. Okay, this one's 11 by 14. It supposedly fits 11 by 14. Okay, so you'll see the white on the edges. But the thing is, I don't know. I'm kind of partial to the brown frame, really. I think I like the brown frame, but that's just me. But this is what it looks like with a brown frame. All right. Okay, dokie then. That's what she looks like with a brown frame. Thank you, Johnny. Thank you, Ruth. Yeah, I was kind of partial to the brown frame, but I think I like the brown one a little better. But everybody got their preferences, which is the great thing about art and art choices. It's Friday. I usually don't have too many things going on, but I think RV Sonia's doing her party. I think it's at 7 o'clock, I will believe. She may have left, but she could have put her link in there. So I think she may have split. Vermont, if you catch her later on, tell her that I made her a moderator, so she might not have been here. Cause she could have put her link in here. If anybody wanted to come or go to her showing tonight. So, but thank you very much for watching to the very end. Brown, it's not shiny, so it says wooded area. I agree. I don't think that my black frame was ever flat black. I had bought it, it's a plastic frame, so but it had so much paint splatters and scratches on it, I resprayed it. All right, I appreciate it, Bruce. Okay, guys, I think that's about it. So I shall see you when I see you, and until next time, peace.